Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will talk about our new boy, Blue Purple Luffy. So Blue Purple Luffy is a leader from the new set, the new upcoming set in the West, the OP11, and it's a menace. So it's like a broken, crazy leader, let me tell you. But no matter how strong he is, no matter how strong he is also in the East, don't forget that the upcoming week we will get here in the West the starter packs, the new starter decks like Tits, Shanks, Oni, Yamato, Buggy, and let me tell you, there will be deck lists that will be able to face this leader, but we have seen in the East this leader is like crazy. His ability is so broken, and it's also fun to play deck. So let's talk about the leader, the strategy behind this deck, the guide, which cards are you or should you looking for which cards would you like to mulligan, how do you play on the first turn, the first 3 turns, in the mid game, in the late game, what are your finishers, what are your combinations, if you prefer to go first or second, how do you play. Then of course we will see the deck list in the simulator, and we will also check some games in the simulator also to see some gameplay. If we do have time in the end, we can also play a game together. If not, then I will create a separate video with some matchups. So let's start Blue Purple Luffy. This is a 3 life, 6k power leader. So it's like the Red Purple Luffy, for example, was also 3 life. And he has a rather odd ability. So you activate that when you have 8 or more dons. So not on the turn that you have like 6 don and you take 2 dons from your don deck and put them and you have 8. Not on that turn, but when you do have 8 don. So let's say when you are already at 9 or 10 don, right? So this is the turn where this effect starts activating, and what you will do is you will always take the top 5 cards of your deck, you will grab one card, will take this card, and then you will put the rest on the bottom or top of your deck. So if you put them on the top of your deck, the first card is the card that you will draw, and then you also know the rest 3 cards on the top of your deck. So imagine that you play Sanji, you have put Lin Lin on the top of your deck, so you play Lin Lin because you know that Lin Lin is there, and then you put also, you use Lin Lin's ability and you put the other card from the top of your deck into your life card. So you also know which card you have put in your life, which is totally crazy. So this is the leader, and let's see how this deck works. So these are the cards that you are looking for when you see the first 5 cards in your deck. What do you want to do? You want to ramp as fast as possible. So you are looking for your ramp cards. You're looking for your gear. Second, you are looking for your Zorojuro, your Mr. Tubon Clay, and the Gold Thread. We will talk about these cards later in the simulator. But these are your ramp cards. And this is, let's say, how you almost always play depending on the dons you have. So between 1 and 3 dons, you want to play your Zorojuro and your gear second. Between 4 and 6, you will play your Mr. 2, you will KO something and ramp with Gold Thread, or you will play your Nami. Between 7 and 8 on, you either play a Katakuri or you use your deck to remove some threats of the board. Then another deck that you have, that we play in this deck list that I have created for you guys, is Pudding, because Pudding is great against, in the mirror match, is like crazy, and of course also against other leaders. Your finishers are this card, Sanji, and you play like Sanji into Lin or Sanji into Katakuri or Sanji into Monkey D. Luffy. So you either play two 9k characters and you heal yourself, or one 9k power character and the blocker, or a 9k power and a 10k power who has also Rush, and he also draws you another card. So this is like I said, it's such a broken leader. To defend yourself, you have Usohachi's, the best 2k in the game at the moment, in my opinion. We have Sanji, who is also a 2k, and the blocker. We have, of course, the most broken card in the game at the moment, the Gum Giant, if we talk about the defense. And of course our gear second, which is you can ramp with it and you can also defend yourself with it, but you need to remember that you can use your gear second only to buff your leader, not your characters, your leader, right? So this is the crazy combination that you need to know when you play this leader. When you use the leader's ability, when you do have 8 tone and then it's your turn and you either and you draw the rest, right? So you do have 8 tones and you use your leader's ability, you will be able to check the top 5 cards. So you will take one of them. In most cases you either take a 2k, a Gum Giant, or a Sanji. This is most likely the card that you will take, and you take this card. Then you place the rest on the top of the or the bottom of your deck. If you have 4 cards that you don't need and you want to find something else, of course you put them in the bottom. If you do have good cards, put them on the top. And you need to remember, the first card, the top card, is the card that you will draw on the same turn. We haven't drawn a card for our turn, right? This is only your leader's ability, because you do draw 2 cards in every turn. This is that broken, this leader. So the top card is the card that you will draw. The second card is the card that if you play Sanji, you will play this card using Sanji. And the third card is also relevant if you play Lin. So if you play Sanji and this card here, this one, is Lin, then when you use Lin's ability, you put this card into your life, so you know what you have there. And what can you put in your life in the deck that we play? You can put, for example, a Red Rock to bottom deck something, Gravity Blade to bottom deck something, a God Thread to add an active Dawn and have an active Dawn ready for another Gum Giant, or a Gear Second, or a 2k, for example, or another 2k, and then you will know how much counter you have. Of course, the other combination is your Sanji into Lin, into Katakuri, or into Monkey D. Luffy. About the curve, it is almost always similar, but you prefer to go second, because if you count here, so if we find our cards and ramp, let's say in the best case scenarios, right? So if you go first, you will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to play your Sanji and know what to expect. But if you go second and you ramp correctly, then on the second or on the fourth turn, you will be able to use your Sanji and grab something there. So let's go to the deck list and talk about the cards and the leader. So this is This is put myself here for a moment. So this is Monkey D. Luffy, this is the leader. We talked about the leader, we know what he does now. This is our putting. When our opponent has more or 5 or more cards, then we play our putting and he starts crying. So imagine that you play against an Enel or Mirror or a Lucy with like 10, 11 cards and you play your putting, you destroy his hand. You completely destroy his hand. Sanji is an essential card. You play it with Lin, Katakuri or Monkey D. Luffy. Nami is also a great card because it's a blocker. It's in 1k, it's a 5/6, 5 cost 6k attack power, and on play you draw 3 cards, so you draw an extra card and then you place 2 cards from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So that means that even if you can't use your leader's ability on the next turn, but let's say that you will be able to ramp to 9 tones, then you can play your Nami and you can place the cards that you wanna, one card that you wanna draw and one card that you wanna play with Sanji by using Nami's ability. Bone Clay is our Bone Clay, one of our favorite cards here because we ramp, we mimic, and we destroy. Zoro is also like a card to ramp, but it's easily removed. That's why when I have Zoro and Gear a Second and I know that my opponent might be able to get rid of the Zoro, I always play my Gear Second. So Sanji is a 2k and you can also play him as a blocker. Lin, you can heal yourself with Lin and it's a big body. Luffy has Raz and you draw a card. Katakuri is a blocker, get on rest on, and you can also restand 2 Big Mom pirates type characters with a cost 3 or more. So you can restand yourself and Lin, for example. So they are protected from the attacks of your opponent. Usohachi 2k and you can rest a 5 cost. Gum Red Rock, we bottom deck something of our opponent no matter the cost. Gravity Blade, we destroy these Burgesses, these Jesus Burgesses, we bottom deck them or other threats on the field. Gum Giant, what should I say, the most broken card in the entire game. You do -2 dawn, you draw 1 card, 1 brick from your hand, you buff your leader or a character plus 4k and you get to draw 2 new cards. Godsweat, we ramp, we KO, we trigger, it's like crazy. And Gear Second, it's also activate main, you can ramp with this card, you can use this card as a counter, and it's also an awesome art. So this card is like, whoa, it gives me the chills. So this is pretty much it, the leader. Let's check the some games. So we face Shanks here. Let me put that to double speed, and we will be able to see some corners. So take some time. Okay, so we go first here. So we are like at 3 dawns, and unfortunately we don't have anything to do. That's why when you go second, you almost always have something to play, right? So we attach everything to our leader, we attack him with 9k, and he plays 2 characters to reduce the power of our characters. Shanks does that because this is the only way to get rid of our 9k bodies, right? So we really hate such cards. What do? We ramp with our Mr. 2 and we prepare our Gravity Blade for our next turn. I hope that I played We take that because we want to be at 2 life. It's like the good spot, the nice spot. Then we attack him with 6k by mimicking Yasop. To use his ability, we attack him with 7k by attaching one don to our character, to our leader, excuse me, and then we use our gravity blade. We don't bottom deck Yasop because we do have more than enough counter. We bottom deck the other 2 threats because we don't want him to be able to reduce the power, the attack power of our bodies. And if you can see here, he played a new gate. That means that if we played something big, then he would be able to reduce the attack power and then KO it with the new gate. So he KOs our Mr. 2, he attacks us twice, we don't give him anything. And now it's a turn that we do have 8 ton, we are at 8 ton, right? And before we draw our 2 new dons, we can use our leader's ability. So we open up the top 5 cards, we grab a 2k, and then we place the rest like that. So the first card is the Nami. This is the card that I will draw for my turn. The second one is the Big Mom, because I will grab this card with Sanji, and the other 2 cards I don't really care because they have no trigger. So as you can see, I drew Nami. I am at 2 life, so there isn't much to be afraid of, right? So I attack him with 7k to see if I can take some cards off of his hand, and I do get some cards, and then we play Sanji, Lin, we get a life, we know this life is a Mr. 2, we placed this Mr. 2, and then we get rid of this Yasuo. Now we do have 2Ks, we do have Gam Giants, we draw anyways many cards in every turn, and we can see that he plays his Yasop, his Uta, and he tries to attack us. We take the first life, and he does not attack us with his new gate, he passes. So now it's our turn. Of course, it's again our turn to use our leader's ability. Now we grab one card. This will be the Sanji, and we will place a 2k at the top so that we can draw a 2k, and then we will play our Sanji into a Katakuri, right? Because you can't play a Sanji into Sanji into Sanji. This is not allowed. So we drew this 2k, this Usohachi. As you can see, we attack him with a 6k, we attack him with 9k, so we totally ignore his board here because we can't defend ourselves. And as you can see, we play our Sanji, we play our Katakuri, and with Katakuri we restand our Lin. Now we have only one target for him, only one Sanji, and we have like a ton of 2Ks and 2 Gam Giants. It's now his turn, he's down to 2 life, he has like, let me count, 8 cards. Yasop and a new gate, and he's at 10 don. So he first goes 7k to my leader. Of course, we give him a 2k here, we don't take the life. Then he uses this divine departure to get rid of one of my Sanjis, and he plays a Honko, the reducer. So they need to reduce our characters, right? It's now our turn again. We hit one Sanji, we hit a Luffy, and some other cards, so it's pretty clear. We take the Sanji, we place one card to take on the top. The second card will be the Luffy. With Luffy we will grab the next one, the Gear Second, so we know everything. We will go 6 with his life, he will reduce us to 5. And then we will go 8 with Katakuri, we will go 9 with our Lin, and now that he took everything, I don't even want to play my Sanji and go only 10 with my Luffy. I will go like 19, and of course we get the game. Sanji is a good matchup, let me tell you that. So now let's go to matchup that it's not that easy, and you will have it like a lot. So we play against Monkey D. Luffy, the Green Purple Luffy. He goes first, we go second. He finds the stage. I hate it when they find the stage first. So he plays an 8, he attacks us with 8k, we take that, and now we are at 4. There are some options here. You either play your Zoro or the Mr. 2 or the Gear second, so there are really many options here. So I was like considering, do I want to play my Zoro? But I hate the fact that with Zoro you have the 4k, so I was like, okay, you know what, I will play my Mr. 2, maybe we can copy something, or maybe not. He attacks us, we don't take that, and if I remember correctly, he forgets here, he forgets to buff this pudding, right? Exactly, he forgot to buff this pudding, so of course we will use that. We will play our god thread, and we will get rid immediately of this pudding. The reason why I didn't copy this pudding to attack is because he played a chopper, so I will not give him that. I just passed because he can't use his ability if the chopper is there. Now we use our ability. Unfortunately, it's not the best looking top 5 cards to find, right? But at least we do have a Lin and we have a Sanji in our hand. So we decide to take a Katakuri. Of course, we place Lin second, or we decide to take a Mr. 2 for the counter. We can play the Lin and place a Katakuri in our life. Okay, so first we attack for 6 and he counters. Then we play our Sanji, Lin, we get a life and we place this Zoro, I think, at the bottom of his life. He goes 2k to our Clay, then he plays a Luffy Taro in the pudding. He can't use his ability because of the chopper, but he has round pretty good. We don't take life here, we remain healthy. Now it's even worse. We have the 3 Katakuris, we have a Sanji, at least we have a Sanji, right? So we do it like that so that we can grab the second Sanji, and now we know that we will play for free another Katakuri. And I was like, okay, now I will go for your Frankie, and then of course we will let's see, did I attack? Of course I attacked, and I went like 2 attacks. We restand our Lin. Now we have 4 big characters on the field and we are at 3 life. So he plays another Sanji and putting a Zoro. He's playing another stage, so he buffs his Sanji and putting. I think that I have traumatized him last time. So he attacks me, I block that with my kata because I do have the counter. And now it's again our turn and we find another Lin, that's perfect. And we have also Red Rock, which is also great. We have a God Red, which is also not bad. So these are pretty good top 5 cards, let's say. We grab the Katakuri, we know that we have a Lin after that, so we start attacking his board. So he used his Gum Giant again, so 9k to this pudding, 9k to this pudding, 9k to this pudding. We force him to give us his whole hand here, his whole hand. And of course now we will play our Sanji. I think Sanji into Lin Lin, and we will give him one more life, but he's down to 2 cards. Or 3 with this one. Oh no, we didn't do that. We played another Katakuri and we restand the other Katakuri that we have, so we have like 2 big blockers, 2 life, 2k, 1k, so this is how we settled that. So we get the Gira second from our life, he goes Luffy again, he needs to kill us in this turn. If he does not do that, then we probably win the next one, because he has no cards, or almost no cards left, and he likes us with his Luffy. We hit a trigger, we bottom deck one of his puttings. We could bottom deck this Chopper, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't have anything else, and we have like a full board of characters ready to destroy him, right? And let's check the last match. It's against Enel. I also found an Enel that I played. So we do go against an Enel. We go second here. So we have a decent hand, let me say, because now we are at 4 and he's at, I count his cards at 6, or say I attack him first, he goes at 7, and then I use my putting. I love doing that to Enel because I knew if I played Zoro, he would play his Gedatsu, and I wouldn't be able to ramp. So he just goes for my life here, as you can see, and I think that he will go again for my life, if I'm not mistaken. He plays really aggressively, and of course I take here, but I do have a Katakuri, and he can't do anything about this Katakuri. And we do have, we grab, for example, now our Gum Gum Giant, we get another counter, and we play Sanji into Katakuri, and I think we pass here. We don't have any life, but he can't do anything to kill us. So we do have more than enough counter, we have a big blocker, we feel pretty safe, and we do have another blocker in our hand. So he goes 14, we are able to counter that without losing our Katakuri, which is huge. Right, so we use our card action, we grab another Gum Gum Giant, so we are like at full Gum Gum Giants here. We place it so that we will grab another 1k with this Zoro. We do have a Sanji, we can play another blocker, but we do play our putting, and we destroy his 9 cards hand. This is the second time that we do it. And then we play our Nami. We draw 3 cards and we place 2 at the top of our deck. So now we have 2 blockers, we have 1 non-active, we have our Gum Gum Giant. He plays his Enel, and we counter that without any problem by using our Gum Gum Giant. And we do have another Gear second in our hand, so we are pretty safe here. Again, card action. I think I grab yet another Gum Gum Giant here, or was it a 2k? I'm not really sure. Yet another Gum Gum Giant. We will grab this 2k anyway, and I place the Sanji as second one exactly. And I was like, okay, now you have 4 cards left in your hand. I will go first 6, then I will go 8. He gave me some cards, I think, now, if I'm not mistaken. And because he did that, I went 11 to this Enel. He countered that. And then I was like, okay, I will play yet another blocker. yet another big blocker. So now we do have two open dons, we have a Gum Gum Giant, we have a Gear Second, we have a ton of a counter, we have two big blockers, we have a small blocker. It's like, it's crazy, it's crazy. With an Enel with only 3 cards in his hand, there isn't much to do here. There isn't much to do. Did he do anything or did he concede? I think he, yeah, exactly. I think, yeah, he gave up because there is literally nothing to do here. So you can completely destroy him if you play like that. So again, this is the Blue Purple Luffy. This is how broken this leader is, this is how strong this deck is. Unfortunately, we are at 30 minutes now in this video, so I will not keep you here the whole day. We will make other videos to play some games together. I hope that you enjoyed the video as much as I did. I hope that you learned something about this leader, and happy playing. So thank you all for watching, guys.